kill the resume in the next 10 years.
I would like to know how does this idea came for you?
Millions of dollars were going to waste because of wrongful hires. A wrong hire can cost a company millions of dollars.
A single paper can't define who you are and what you can do.
I've seen resumes which are 25 pages long. Like,
How exactly you are helping the students?
so think of it like a credit score system, right? We are trying to get you to prove yourself. Hey, you don't need a degree to get hired. If you can say what you can do.
Hello, Mahir. Thank you so much for accepting my request and coming to the podcast. And this is the first podcast I guess I'm doing before a startup is actually launching. And I am very rooting for your startup to see the next level of success. And welcome you to the podcast.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, so my name is Mahir. I am the CEO and founder of Velric.
What exactly you're trying to build and what kind of problem that you're trying to solve through your application.
Yeah, so let me tell you about the problem first. The resume has been used since the 1930s, and we are tired of just looking at a piece of paper to judge somebody's skill. Velric, our goal here is to kill the resume in the next 10 years. In the next 10 years, we don't want people to be asking, oh, give me your resume, or asking for your resume. We want them to ask people, what's your Velric score? So what Velric basically does is we want to be the next benchmark of talent acquisition and hiring through AI scoring. The user comes on, they input all of their credentials, like what training they have, what training they haven't had, education, and all the A to Z about themselves and the current industry that they want to get a job in, and then the AI builds a mission off of that, and then once they finish the mission, the
Mhm.
AI grades the mission based on how they do, and then they get a Velric score. The more missions you do, the more your score can fluctuate. And it's
Okay.
going to be free for all the users. Our revenue model
Hmm.
is going to be from charging the enterprises itself. Uh,
Cool.
yeah,
This sounds so crazy, and the idea is also too good because I have seen people because I closely move with the students. What the problem that actually they're facing is to structure their resume. It's not about acquiring the skills or doing the projects, and it is also like one of the criteria for it became one of the criteria for the students to make their resume HR friendly, ATS friendly. Sometimes now another crazy thing that is revolving around the world, AI is evaluating the resumes. This is also one of the problem that students and the working professionals are facing.
yeah.
Because of this, they are itching their heads, trying multiple formulas to create, and spending much time on just creating a resume. I have seen people who created their resume by spending 1 week of their time to just place things everything in order. And for those people
Yeah.
your application would be like an go to platform for the people like either students or working professionals. So I would like to know how does the seed idea came for you, because many people might have think but no one will take the step because it's coming from so many decades, but you wanted to break that chain. How was the seed idea came for you?
Yeah, so I was working with the family business for a little bit, and I saw it firsthand myself. Millions of dollars were going to waste because of wrongful hiring. People were getting placed in the wrong place in the corporate ladder, right? Like senior people were being placed lower down, and people who aren't supposed to be leadership people were being placed at those positions. And it was really just frustrating to see because a wrong hire can cost a company millions of dollars in the
Hmm.
future. First of all, training, the contracts that they don't bring in, it's opportunity cost, right?
Hmm.
What you could have had versus what you have.
Yeah.
And if you had the right hire, they could have brought in so much more business for the company rather than when you have a wrong hire, they are in fact bad for the business, right?
Hmm.
So that's where this came in. I was like, there has to be another way rather than just looking at boring resumes. And then I searched up how long have we been looking at resumes from. I mean, the first resume originated in like the 1800s and then first adapted in the 1930s, and we're still using them. Everything is evolving: cars, phones, how we work, what we work on. Everything is
Mhm.
evolving, but nobody's trying to attack the resume, right? So
Yeah.
that's just the whole goal. To kill the resume basically, and everything should be digital. Everything should be online.
So you are going to cut short the 40% of the company's revenue. So have you pitched your idea to any of the companies?
Of the companies that have pitched this to, not only do they want us to pilot the program with them, each company has said, "Oh, we want to invest. We want to invest." That's why we're now planning to raise a huge amount for next month.
Cool. You're planning to raise huge amount.
Yeah,
Okay. Can you reveal that amount if it is okay for
yeah,
you?
yeah. So we're planning to raise $1 million next
Mhm.
month. Um, and we're confident that we're going to get it because we're already in talks with multiple investors, and yeah, and now that I said it on here, I think I would look like a fool if I didn't do it. So it's really a motivator now that
Yeah,
I have to
because
get it.
not from New York, not only New York people, even from after this podcast is launching, even India people are rooting for your success. They'll be waiting to
Yeah,
use your application as well.
yeah, yeah.
So your application will be is having two factors. One is for the students, and other is for the working professionals, and the primary category is for the companies. So how exactly you are helping the students?
Think of it as like a credit score system, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
we are trying to get you to prove yourself. We're trying to get you hired, and we're trying to get you placed in the right place in the corporate ladder. We're saying, hey, you don't need a degree to get hired. If you can say what you can do, then go ahead. I mean, I have seen people who've had degrees from Harvard and stuff like that, but create zero impact in the position that they get. Versus I've seen people who are dropouts who easily can make more money or actually do what they say they can do rather than a degree uh, certifying them. I'm a strong believer of the fact that degrees don't matter at all, because you can learn everything online these days. And I think the way that we truly are getting education is changing very rapidly. I think universities are a thing of the past now.
Students come to your platform and they can uh, try the testing scores. How exactly it works? Because I'm a person who is passionate about two different roles. Let's take an example of full stack development role. In full stack development, there will be two categories, right? Again, front end and back end.
Mhm.
So how exactly it works for the people?
When the person comes onto the platform,
Hmm.
the first thing they'll see is not only to sign in or log in. Right after that, they'll also see attach your LinkedIn, attach your Instagram, attach your all social profiles, because the AI will analyze all of those applications while making the mission. So
Hmm.
it will be able to see what you've said on your LinkedIn, what you've said on your social media profiles of what you can do, and it will add that to your mission. And
Okay.
the mission can be a mix and match of different fields. Like
Hmm.
there's people who are on the technical side and know how to do growth things as well. For example, you can mix and match missions, or you can have two different categories that you're applying for. You could do a growth mission and you could do a programming mission, for example.
They'll be adding all their profile links over there, like from Instagram to LinkedIn, every social media handle that they are into. So how
Yeah.
exactly the internal process goes? Like it will check the profiles of the people. But what is the next step from there? How it will find if I'm wanted a specific job role?
Yeah, so it's not like, oh, if you want a specific job role, it's more like the fact that once you get scored, you recruiters will reach out to you directly.
So they'll reach out to me directly without me reaching out to them.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's like testing my skills and showing my proof of work to the HR,
Yes.
something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah, it's not right as of now. This might change. Don't quote me on this, but as of now, where it's not going to be a platform where you can look for jobs. It's
Hmm.
just going to be a platform where you do your missions, prove your skills, and then recruiters reach out to you.
So great. Like now I got to know what exactly it works and
Yeah.
how exactly the skills get measured. What kind of questions they like will be included. If a person from a coding background, I wanted to test my skills. So what kind
Yeah,
of answers they are giving? They'll be play like there will be leaderboard positions, and HRs can see who got the best score. So that's this is
yeah,
how it exactly
exactly.
works.
No, not who got the best score. It's a dynamic scoring system. So let's say if I'm an HR person, if I'm from recruiting from a company and I'm looking for a junior data analyst,
Hmm.
I will filter that in and I will put the specific scoring there. And in fact,
Hmm.
the dashboard will help me put the specific scoring there because
Okay.
I'm not going to use somebody who has for a junior level role. I'm not looking for somebody who has a score of 85 plus, for example. We're still working
Hmm.
on what the exact numbers are going to be. But I'm not going to look for somebody who has 85 plus. I'm going to look for somebody who's within the 50 to 60 range, right? Because I don't want to give people who are ready for a basic level job a higher position. And I don't want to give anybody who is ready for a higher position a lower level job. Let's say if I'm looking for a senior financial analyst, then I would look at a higher range rather than the junior range. So it's a dynamic scoring system.
Okay, got it. Now I understood how exactly this works.
Yeah.
So, people will come to your profile, like your application. Initially, they'll update all the necessary information that is required, and then it will take to the next stage where they can test themselves based on the role that they are selecting. Somehow it is
Yes.
perfect. So, just wanted to understand how this internal process works. So, every question that we can see on the screen once the application is on live, so that was generated by AI.
Yes, yes. It's all
So
going to be fully generated by AI. So we're currently working on our own LLM system because eventually we want to be in competition with OpenAI's LLM. Like we that's the vision there. We aren't going to be just another wrapper or anything like that. We're building our own LLM because we know the vision is huge, and that should be ready by 1 month. So we're hiring full-time software engineers as well who are going to be working 12 hours on this full
you
time.
are going to build your own LLM. Right now, you're using OpenAI to connect the
Right
backend.
now, yeah, right now for the MVP and for the demos, it's being wrapped on Chat GPT, OpenAI,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not sustainable and it's not something that quality wise we want to really push really good quality.
Yeah, exactly. Because OpenAI got developed with multiple models keeping in mind. If you develop your own LLM, so that we can
Exactly,
train that LLM based on the requirement that we are having, so that
exactly,
our data will be more safer than anything else as well. Because
yeah,
students, working professionals, organizations' data, everything will be stored in the LLM itself, right? Some or the other way.
exactly, exactly, yeah.
So when you're talking about the data of the students or the working professionals, how secure it is because we are storing it in AI.
Yeah,
It
so
might use for multiple purposes.
yeah, so I can assure that everything's going to be really safe. Right now we're using an online system to store our data, but eventually we'll be using actual data centers and ensuring security is there once we have that level of reach. Um, but also in the world of AI, not you really can't be too safe, right? Because your information is everywhere.
It's
But
already
we
taken.
it's already taken. I mean, we're not adding on to that, but we can't guarantee that we'll try our. It will be the best safety that there is.
Yeah, most of the people will think that their data is completely safe, but only few knows it's not.
It's really not because you're. I'm a strong believer that Siri or whatever's in your phone is always listening to you because you talk about something and then you get those ads online. So there has to be
Exactly.
something. Uh, there's some sort of AI data system. Your information is always being tracked no matter what.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to. When once we say "Hey Siri" or "Okay Google," what happens is, if I say "Okay Google," it already got reacted. It's just waiting for my command of "Okay Google." Till now, it is all.
Yeah,
It might already listening to us what we are talking about. Just it is actually waiting for the command. Most
yeah,
of the people
yeah,
don't know about it actually.
yeah, exactly.
When you pitched your idea to the HRs, not the company owners or the founders of the company, when you pitched your idea to the HR, because it is mostly for the HR product, HR handy, how did they react? Man, you saved our hours of time and millions of dollars.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I've only pitched this to directly CEOs.
Oh,
I haven't even talked to HRs yet because everybody in my network and everybody who's reached out to me, they've either been um They've either been from a higher level VP standpoint or or a CEO. I haven't even talked to a single CHRO yet for this
Okay,
product.
you directly wanted to connect with the top people to finish this faster.
Exactly, because I feel like with this product, it's the CEOs and it's the higher level people who will see the vision and
Hmm.
who have been seeing the vision. I think CHROs, I don't think they, in my honest opinion, they'll be able to see where this product is going.
Yeah.
Um, but I think definitely the CEOs and the CEOs and the higher level people who really value, who really see how everything's going in their company, I think they are the ones who are able to put a value to the product.
Exactly, because a vision will be seen if the other person is also having the similar kind of vision. Because,
Yeah.
but if they are not that intellectual, they can't see the vision that you are having, the long term goal that you are having. It's also
Yeah.
matters actually. So,
Yeah.
have you tried any partnerships?
Yeah, so we're currently in talks with multiple companies about pilot programs, and not only pilot programs, investments. We have a company who's interested in giving us data centers as well. So again, in talks with multiple of them, most of them have come through with me going to events and meeting the CEOs and people there, and then I just talk about the product. They love it, and they're like, okay, let's continue the conversation forward. Let's start. And my expectation is that by next year, starting from January, we should be launching with multiple. Most likely in December, but just hiccups happen. So from January, we're hoping that we will have already been piloted with many different companies. Because I don't know
Okay.
if I told you, our goal for the first year for FY26 to have $10 million in ARR. Goal of 10 million ARR, which is already an ambitious goal. But think about it. If we reach $10 million in annual recurring revenue, then for the next year, FY27, what would be another ambitious goal? I don't think 20 or 30 million would be ambitious. It would just be a target. So our goal for FY27 is 100 million, which would put our company at unicorn status within 2 years. So that's the goal.
So that's where your vision is going through.
That's where the vision's going, and it keeps getting bigger day by day.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm saying this. By the time next time we talk, it might be half a billion. Who knows?
Yeah, it's a matter of
Yeah.
time, and it's matter of like if the idea has the potential, within no time, everyone knows that the idea, if the idea has the potential, people will easily will take and adopt to the product. So that's
Exactly.
what I
100%.
believe. So,
Yeah.
so when we are talking about the adoption, right now, initially, how many careers you are adding? Like for example, a full stack developer is a role, a front end
Yeah.
developer is a role, and AI developer, AI engineer, prompt engineer. These are the job roles, right? How many job
Okay.
roles
So
initially you
how
are
many
adding?
fields?
Ha ha.
Um, yeah. So as of now, I think have around 30 or 40.
Mhm.
Eventually, we'll have every single one, and we won't even have a simple category because we'll leave literally a text box, and we'll ask the person to write, oh, what are you interested in? We don't want there to be really categorized divide, right? So
Mhm.
because a person can be good at, like we were discussing about before, a person could be amazing at multiple different jobs and multiple different things. That's why
Mhm.
we want to have a text box on where people can just um, describe what they're looking for.
How many people are waiting for your application?
So we have around 1,200 people on the wait list right now, and that's without us really pushing it. That's just me posting about it on LinkedIn.
I know how exactly that works. I'm damn become a fan for how exactly you're positioning your product in the LinkedIn.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
seen,
yeah,
I have followed more than 10 to 15 posts of yours.
yeah.
Every one post that you have posted is somehow connected to your application.
Exactly. I mean, in the last few days, it's been a little less, but usually what I used to do when we had a huge surge of waitlist people coming in, what I would do is literally connect no matter how horrendous the post was, because one of the reasons why I was able to gain a lot of LinkedIn traction was literally posting like the most horrendous things that do not belong on LinkedIn. Like very Gen Z, very casual, very rage bait type of things, posts that would make people mad, posts that would make people laugh, and I would connect all of those with the company because that's how you would get more waitlist signups.
Exactly. I am one of, like you said, 1200, right? I'm one of the person in the 1200, and I have came to your application through your LinkedIn post. I was like very interested. That when I have gone through your LinkedIn blog that you have posted, it made me to come to your application and add myself into the waiting list.
Can I ask which one it was? So I have that one in mind.
So the recently which you have posted for Sora one, and that is
Mm.
one, and you have posted startup companies list, right? Like you have posted the Blur
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
That
yeah,
is the
yeah,
second one, and you are looking for. I'm ready to pay $10,000
yeah.
for the role, so I can name
So
this.
so from your perspective, are those hooks working? Like the big one liners at the top, are they working to press for you to click more and read the rest? Basically.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Because like that is somehow hitting my curiosity. What is there inside? I'm ready to
Yeah.
pay $10,000 even I don't care if you're not having a degree. Uh,
Yeah.
so like it might not be the exact wording, but when I read this, like it sounds like that because your
Yeah.
intent might be also same.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. That's it. I just wanted to take your some inputs how to write those. Definitely, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take from you.
So for me, all of the posts that I think of right on the spot are the ones that keep going more viral.
Mm-hmm.
If I pre-plan anything, it's like what we learned in acting school as well. If you pre-plan stuff, like when you're doing improv, then it's not going to be funny or it's not going to be amusing to the audience. But as soon as you have an idea and you just put an action on that idea, it will that those posts will tend to go more viral. Like I don't follow the this is the time where people are most active. Like if I'm awake at 4 a.m. in the morning and if have an idea, I'll post it because it's like it's that time somewhere in the world, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's probably because the right time to post on LinkedIn is like apparently around 9 a.m. and then 1 p.m. and then 7 p.m. So my thoughts are like, oh, if I'm posting at 4 a.m., there's some place in the world where it's like one of those times, right? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Because when you're posting at your 9 a.m., it might be my 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., might be
yeah,
8 p.m. Somehow it is
yeah, yeah.
reaching me as well. I have seen,
Exactly. And especially when you have a global audience, you can't just target one
timeline.
region and time zones. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the another crazy part was even my friends are commented your post. They don't know anything about the application or they might not be knowing about you. But few people whom I know from India also commented to your
Yeah.
post. That was the tricky one. And you really need to appreciate the efforts that you're putting and the post
Thank
that you're
you.
actually writing.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So it's not about only making the product, it is also about taking the product into the market. And till now, you have said like LinkedIn is the only way that I'm reaching out to the people in a smaller scale. But what are your marketing plans to take your idea into market?
Yeah, so here's the interesting part. So I've actually been thinking about this for the last few days. I was thinking, let's say if I was able to sign a contract with, let's say, for example, JP Morgan or
Mhm.
Amex or
Mhm.
any one of these big companies, right? And I tell them, hey, now that we've signed the contract, why don't you advertise on your website that if you want to get hired with JP Morgan or if you want to work at JP Morgan, you have to apply through Velric, right? And once people see that, then it's just a boom surge. I mean, we don't even have to. My goal is that the fact that we don't even have to spend money on marketing because our clients can market for us.
In the overnight, your application might get into a state where it might get crashed as well if that kind of thing is happening for you. You need not to spend
Oh, it
any
won't
single
crash
penny as
because
well.
a majority of the money that we're going to put once we get from funding is going to be towards the product and the infrastructure itself.
Hmm.
So that's one of the main parts. But I feel like eventually in the next few months we'll have a marketing budget of $0. $0. So because the companies will be marketing for us, the
Hmm.
product will just be so good that the companies are like, it will be. We just exclusively want to use this product. So in
Hmm.
fact, right now we're B2B2C, right? Eventually, we'll just be B2B.
Exactly.
This is just a thing that I've been thinking. Again, don't quote me on this. We could completely go a different way, but that's what I've been thinking about for the last few days. I mean, it makes the B2C part is so much of a hassle for us, recruiting campus ambassadors, recruiting
Hmm.
students. But then I was thinking, why don't we just let the companies do that for them? They already have a very high influx of people applying to them. Why
Hmm.
not they just say, hey, we're using Belric to hire. Go through them.
Boom.
Just one simple sentence
Overnight,
will
thousands of
make a
people into
huge.
the application.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was really a tricky idea that you got, and it was very nice because it's you need not to spend much money on that, because anyway, even companies won't spend much money on hiring when they
Yeah,
wanted to advertise it. It's not about hiring, like taking the people. I'm talking about advertising. We are hiring part. They just
yeah.
post a single line that we are hiring.
And companies, big companies like, especially in New York, like Intercom, Datadog, JP Morgan, Amex, they're hiring 24/7. Their hiring doesn't stop. Companies who have 10K employees, 20K employees, they're Fortune 500 companies, their hiring never stops. It's 24/7. Junior positions and senior positions. People leave, people come.
It's
It's a
gone.
24-hour thing.
Exactly, and because as I am saying that a similar one, companies won't spend much money on marketing because people wanted them,
Yeah,
they wanted to
exactly.
get
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the role. It's not like
Yeah.
we are going to the people. People will come to us. Even we are saying don't come, they'll come because they wanted the role.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to work at a company like big Fortune 500s, right?
Yeah,
That's like a dream job. That's like a dream goal for some people.
exactly, and it's also about targeting the Gen Zs as well. And you have
Yeah,
seen like if you heard about the news that Nepal, you know Nepal.
yeah, yeah,
Gen Z protest. They have
yeah. I
protested
heard about
and
that.
they've gone mad. They really
Yeah.
gone mad and they changed everything. So
Yeah.
how are you planning to capture these Gen Zs because they don't want it to work?
I don't think that's true. I think Gen Zs are the ones that really want to work. I think this is the time of literally proving yourself. Um, Being in New York, especially, I don't know. I do know, but being in New York, everybody is wanting to work. I mean, you can't survive in this world without working. So I don't think there's going to be any issues there. I mean, of course, there's going to be. I think the people who lie on their resumes, people who inflate their resumes, they should be scared of this product. Eventually, senior people, senior level staff who don't bring in results for a company, they should be scared of this product because eventually, in the next 10 years, no matter what your seniority is in a company, no matter if you're 60 years old, no matter if you're 50 years old working at a really senior level, you will need to have a Velric score to prove yourself.
When you're
So,
saying it up, like I'm getting goosebumps. I when you're telling like the amount of confidence that you have while when you're pitching about your idea, I never seen any one of them because you're saying like everything is possible, and that confidence came because you have that confidence on your idea. Not might be you're having confidence on yourself as well, but what I feel is you have more confidence on the idea that this gonna really work.
it will work. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm ready. I've already dedicated my whole life. I mean, I've already taken like a leave of absence from school to work on this
Mhm.
fully, and my co-founder is taking a leave of absence next month. So we're going to be fully dedicated to this, and we're hiring two full-time people. And right now that's on my own money, right? Because we haven't gotten the investors quite yet because we haven't even started the round. The thing is, another confidence booster was the fact that we never reached out to any investors. We have
Mhm.
reached out to date zero investors. All of these people who have been interested in investing the product. At first, we were thinking, oh, we're just going to let's raise 100K. Somebody offered us 100K for a specific percent, and then another person came, and then another person came, and then we talked to a company. They're like, hey, I would love to put 300K in this company, and we talked to another company, and they're like, oh my god, I would love to put 300K in this company. So at that point, I'm like, okay, why not just fundraise? So next month and we've made the raising terms very difficult as well. We're saying 100K check minimum. We're raising at a high valuation as well because I know a lot of diluting will be required to make this
Mhm.
product amazing. I'm thinking hundreds of millions. I was just saying hundreds of millions will be need to raised for this company to be very successful, which will happen. I mean, we already have a plan of where we're going to spend the million, and it's that money's gonna go really quick. It's gonna be gone like that, and we're going to hopefully raise in the next 2-3 months again.
So you're saying like so quickly your $1 million will be completed. So on exactly what you're going to spend this $1 million.
Yeah, so 350 on the product itself, 200 to 250 on marketing, 100 for miscellaneous, 200 for hiring the right people and operations,
Mhm.
50 for legal, and yeah, I think that's it.
Cool. And like they might be the tentative numbers, but cool. Like you have the vision on what to be spent as.
Yeah.
I just asked you this to know whether you have the plan to spend those 1 million or not.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Everything is set in place. I actually worked on my whole target with this right now. My first goal is to get the revenue of $10 million before December 26th. So I actually worked on a 50-page plan of how I'm going to accomplish
Oh,
that step by step. It took me almost 9 hours to make, but I locked in for 9 hours and made that plan because as a CEO, that's your job. Your job isn't to do the nitty gritties. Your job is to strategize and make sure those strategies are implementing through your hires in the company.
yeah, that like it's kind of motivation for me as well because as I'm working as well in a startup is a kind of reminder. And that case, you already wrote your first book.
No, no,
No,
no.
that means like you said 50 pages of notes you have wrote about
No,
your
no,
first
it's
book.
not. It's not notes. It's like a 50-page plan on Velric on how I'm going to get that $10 million in ARR. Specific
Okay.
plans with like, oh, what need to do with marketing, what I need to do with finance, what I need to do with individual things, what I need to do with the interns. What does each
Mhm.
intern need to be doing? What does each employee need to be doing? So everything is planned out
On
in that sort of
paper.
way on paper. Yeah.
Exactly. That sounds really crazy. And so when you're talking about AI and all, there are higher chances of, as we also discussed this earlier as well. So are you taking any precautions to keep the data so secure?
Right now, where I mean, of course, we've invested in like a security program. But I think my CTO would know more about that. I don't keep track of like the very technicals. Uh, but once the product is up and online, we will it's 100% going to be ensured to be safe. Right
Mm.
now, because we're not publicizing this to the users yet, because we're still in demo mode. We're at the stage where we're demoing this to the companies. We're showing how the product will work. Right now, we have some sort of thing in place, but it's nothing too big.
Okay. So you're working on
Yeah.
your first version, like first prototype.
Yeah, like literally V0.
Okay.
V0 is going to be out on the 20th. We already have meetings booked for next week, to present the product to not only investors, but also the companies itself. And
Mhm.
then when V1 will probably come out mid-November. That's the goal.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
yeah.
And all the
And
very
that's
best for
with
that
the
as well.
help of that depends on as soon as the two software engineers are onboarded as well. So
You
that
started the
hopefully
hiring
that's within
process?
this week.
Sorry,
Sorry.
sorry.
So that's within this week. So once we have the software engineers boarded, then we will be on track to have V1 out by mid-November. And those software
Okay.
engineers, they will have to be working almost 12, 13 hours a day.
12, 13 hours a day. Great.
Yeah.
Like you're still finding looking for the people?
No, we found a few and we've already reached out to them, and
Hmm.
hopefully they should be onboarded really soon.
Sure, sure. Got it.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about the HR part, like I can see the frustration in you. So what are the things that you don't like in the HR from the HR part?
I think I really hope no CHROs watch this podcast. I think if I'm going to be honest, I think CHROs are, let's just say, theater kids in who have been given corporate jobs. I think just saying as a joke, don't read
Okay.
anything seriously.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I think, like I said, I've only talked to CEOs about this product because they really see the vision. Um, but I honestly haven't gotten feedback from the CHROs yet.
Mm.
I haven't gotten their feedback. But from all the executives and higher level people that I've talked to, they love it because
That
they see how truly it's going to change the company, how it's going to change the world.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
HRs will definitely gonna protest on you, man. If this goes wild in the market, they'll
Yeah.
come. They'll just bang you in the Instagram and LinkedIn chat box and the comment box as well. And the irony is, in next couple of days, I'm having a podcast with a HR who is having 10 plus years of experience.
Awesome.
Probably.
So
And
maybe you can talk about the idea of this and
yeah.
ask the person what they think.
Yeah, I'll definitely take the validation from them. This is the idea. This person is actually working. What is your
Yeah.
point of? I'll definitely going to share that video with you as well once the podcast
Awesome.
is
Please
done.
do. Please do. Please do. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because when you're talking about it, I'm getting a little smile on my face that okay, key, I'm just reminding my podcast situation when I'm asking this question to that particular HR. There is a
Mhm.
company called there is a person called Mahir, he's going to build an application which gonna replace you very soon. What is your thoughts on that?
Well, it's not replacing HR, it's replacing the resume.
But
HR is still going to be there.
somehow the manpower will get decreased, right?
Yes, manpower, we hope that the manpower in HR will decrease because you don't need so many people just to manage people in a company, right?
Hmm.
Internal operations looking at it from a financial perspective, internal operations should be the lowest of the low. I
Hmm.
mean, the company should be structured in a way where internal operations don't cost that much.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
When you're talking about this, I just wanted to ask you, have you ever prepared your resume?
My acting resume, yes, but that's it. An acting resume is literally a one pager with all the films or TV shows that you've done, and literally,
Uh-huh.
oh, what's your hair color, what's your eye color, and that. I've never made a professional job resume. Never.
So anytime you have gone through the resumes?
Yes, many times. When hiring people, when I was working with the family business, I would look through some interesting resumes as well. And I've seen resumes which are 25 pages, which I've like no, you don't need to, like, just summarize it. Why do I need to read 25 pages of your personal history, you know?
You can 25 other resumes in that meantime.
Exactly, exactly.
To hire a single person, 25 pages of resume is like a god damn. Not can't even imagine. It might
Yeah.
be like he added all his biodata from where he started his journey and every job description in five pages, it seems.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
you gone through the 25 pages of resume? Not
I
even. Not
just I just did this and I was like, no, I
okay,
didn't
cool.
even read it. Yeah.
So, what is the like when you're talking about the resumes? How exactly the resume should be projected to yourself as a like you said like you have gone through the resumes when you're hiring for your family business. So at that
Mhm.
time, what are the key aspects that you will be looking for a person? What are the job role it is? Let's keep it a general way.
Here's the thing that's the thing with the resume. I honestly don't care about what education you've had. I mean, even for the software engineer role, I literally said I will pay you $10,000 if you drop out, right? It's really not about education, in my opinion. It's about the fact of how hard of a worker you are. Are you working as this company as if the company was your own? That if your money is on the line. I mean, that's the sort of vibe that I need to be getting from a person, and you can't get that from a resume. Uh,
Exactly.
I really need to know what your connection will be to the company, and I need to know what you will be doing other than how you will go above and beyond your job description.
Hmm.
This is what most employees don't get. The more that you help the company succeed, the more you yourself will succeed. Because not only, first of all, the more the company grows, you grow because you're part of that internal system. You open yourself up to more growth and more job opportunities inside the
Yeah.
company as well. Yeah, yeah.
So I'm a student. So this is a task for you. I'm a
Mhm.
student. Why I should use your application?
To get hired,
Application. How?
because that's
Why
going
I
to
should
be the
try?
benchmark.
So you're saying like to hiring? Just a single word answer.
Yeah, if you want a job, I mean, most of the ads that we've ran. I have a friend who has an advertising company, and he was at an ad conference, right? And he's making these backpacks. Basically, you've seen the Swiggy, Zomato bags that the people carry, right? So he's making the backpacks, but they have a screen on the back. So every time somebody's walking, you just have to look. You're looking at a screen, right?
Hmm.
So and it's just ads playing over and over, and our ads were literally a QR code, and on top, get hired, Velric. That's it.
Damn, that was really a good idea, man. Because you're not giving
Yeah.
too much of context. Because that hiring part makes a lot of sound itself.
Exactly. So many people are jobless right now, and so many people with jobs need new jobs, right? So the best marketing, in my opinion, is the most simplest and without the least context available. And from there, it's all dependent on how your web page is based and converting those leads into waitlist signups. So it was literally get a black background, a QR code, said "Get hired" in bold with an exclamation mark, and just a small little Velric logo.
Perfect. That so minimal thing, lot of big impact.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that sounds like when you're telling about the advertisement plan that you're told, like it's already happening in India actually. there is a company, there is a food delivery company. They usually give the delivery backpacks. Okay,
Right.
so they have tied up with a company. It's not like whatever you're saying, what advertisement boards like the
Yeah, yeah.
electric boards.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
they are not them, but they are some still have the
Right.
banners, right? Like banner kind of thing got added on the bag. So they are the
Right.
Zomato. The company is Zomato. They are tied up with the other company. So it is
Yeah.
a leading food delivery company in India.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Every metropolitan city, this Zomato is there, and they are
Yeah, yeah.
doing a big marketing strategy. And that was really great plan. When I have gone through that meme, it shocked
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, so Zomato and Swiggy's, I mean, I'm a big fan of their marketing. I mean, it makes really they truly have the top people. I mean, I would love to poach some of them some of their people at the top place in marketing once I have that capability.
They do damn good marketing. So
Yeah,
they'll
it's
take so
phenomenal.
serious and they take so personal. The text they say, the text they send to us to deliver the food, like they are like some so good pickup lines. We don't even use it for girls. So those kind of pickup lines that Zomato usually use it
Yeah,
to send uh, a notification to that particular person to order a food.
yeah,
So that like they do some damn good marketing strategies and they have
yeah,
some damn good marketing team as well.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Yes. So we as we came to the end, and I just wanted to know what are your future plans?
Future plans, those that's huge. Future plans are making money and getting people hired. If I
Okay.
could put that in a summary.
Cool. That's like as every time you put it in very simple way for the people to understand. And so the other question that is revolving in my mind, how much investment that you made till now on the application?
My personal money, I think I will be I would be after hiring these two software engineers as well. I think it would be around $60,000.
$60,000. Cool. It's a
Yeah.
huge amount.
By the end of the year, my personal money should be around $60,000.
16,000.
One 60.
$60,000.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Cool. So I just wanted
yeah,
to end up with one beautiful question every time that I ask. As you are an
yeah,
entrepreneur and you are trying to build a next MNC company, so what
yeah.
is the one solution that you can give to the people who are aspiring entrepreneurs?
Who are aspiring to also make a startup or a company?
Yeah,
Uh, my advice would be to work. Don't spend too much time on product testing or verification. I've seen people who are like, oh, I've been working on this for 3 months and I'm still testing the product. I'm still getting user verification. I think that's BS. You could do that all in like half a day. You need half a day for verification. You just ask 10 people. If 10 people agree with it, your idea is good. Um, and then just start working. And if you aren't working on your product, if you aren't busy almost 16 hours a day, if you're trying to be a startup founder, then I don't think you could call yourself a founder. I mean, you need to be running on less sleep. You need to be locking in and really doing the work, because if you're saying that, oh, you're only working 2 hours on your product, or you're working on 3 hours on your product, then your product is not going anywhere.
cool. So this time, like you put it in a very nice way, like it is like a lesson to the so many people because they do it for a name of a fame or the tag called founder or
Yeah,
the entrepreneur. They do it. I have seen people who are into this to just for a namesake or the
yeah,
name
yeah.
tag that they get.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yes, having the name tag is nice, but the thing is, you need to have a solid backing, right? You can't, you don't have any credit if you're like the CEO or founder of a company that isn't even doing anything or isn't active. That just showcases negatively on you. That means you did a
Exactly.
bad job with this, you know?
So people will call it. People will take it in a very different way, even if you're not doing anything. Just
Yeah,
keeping
yeah.
a name tag in the LinkedIn and doing nothing on that doesn't make any
Exactly. And
sense.
even if you're doing something, you need to showcase to the outside world that you are doing something. This is where many people would disagree with me, but I think you need to build publicly. Building publicly right now is the biggest way that your company will succeed.
Exactly, because I have seen people who tell the others that keep it secret until it became a big thing.
No, 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 don't keep it secret. Because the thing is, you're always going to have competitors no matter what. We're in 2025. Humans have been alive for thousands of years. There's always an idea that has been, your idea has always been out there. It's always about the fact who's going to market it first, who's going to
Mm.
implement it first, and who's going to beat the race to get there first and sign their clients.
Exactly. People, like this is what even I usually tell the people that if you are building secretly, like it will be in a dark room. You can't even
Yeah,
see what is going around you, what is happening around you. If you
yeah.
are making it uh, in the social media or in the people, so you can see so many people are revolving around yourself, and you can see the ways as well, where to go, where is the next step, whether I
And
take
no, not only that, not where to go, but also the fact that people will come to you. Like, if I was building Velric without posting about it, I would have had no traction. I would have had zero traction, zero investors, zero nothing. We would have been a dead company. But the
Hmm.
only reason that I'm so confident is because people have been reaching out through LinkedIn, through other social medias, because they've seen us building publicly.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
That I completely agree.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah,
have been into that situation. I got so much of support from the people from whom I didn't even expected, and
yeah,
it is
yeah,
really helping me a lot to build what I'm trying to build right now. So
yeah.
if I would have built it in dark without telling anyone, keeping it secret, I might have remained alone with my book, my laptop, and my pen and my
Exactly,
mobile. I'm nowhere
exactly.
going.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
100%.
thank you so much, Mahir, for your time, and it's great to talk with you, and
Yeah, of
great lot
course,
of
same here.
knowledge for me.
Of course, of course. It was great talking to you as well.
Uh,
Thank you for having me.
yeah.